when you can make this deliciousness at home. Fun fact, this is actually one of Aiden's favorite meals. All right, you guys, I want to show you how I make my at-home iced caramel macchiato with caramel cold foam on top. Who needs a coffee shop when you can make this deliciousness at home? And this is exactly why I no longer go to coffee shops, or I rarely go to coffee shops, and I just make my drinks at home. We have to do a taste test on the camera, of course. So this is my take on an iced caramel macchiato, Cali style, with the caramel drizzle everywhere, as well as cold foam on top. So this is like a loaded drink. This is definitely like a dessert in a cup. It's definitely a treat. I usually don't have such a bedazzled coffee every day, but sometimes I love to have a treat, and today is the weekend, so it's definitely worth it, and I'm so excited to be enjoying this. Oh my god, so good. Let's try the cold foam. Oh my god, this is literally the best drink. You guys have to try this at home and let me know your thoughts. I realized I didn't do a proper introduction. Welcome back to the channel, you guys. I hope you're all doing well. So today is just another day in my life vlog. I'm gonna take you guys along with me throughout my day. It is still quite early. It's only 9 o'clock in the morning, but I thought I would get a head start with making lunch. I do have a bit of a busy day today. I have a physio appointment, I have a wedding to attend later this evening, and I have to get bags packed for my 2 kids because they're gonna be sleeping over at my mom's house. I'm really excited to be having a baby-free evening, and I'm so grateful to have my mom close by who can watch the kids so that I can have a fun evening with my husband. My baby is here. He is currently going through a sleep regression, so he took like a 10-minute morning nap, and he said, "Mom, I'm done. I don't want to nap anymore." So he's just here on his bouncer. He's gonna hang out while I start cooking. I just want to show you guys what my baby's doing. I just have him on the counter, the kitchen counter. I also have his bouncer here. He was on this earlier, but now he was starting to fuss, so I put him on his play mat, and you guys, he is going to roll soon. I remember whenever Aiden started doing this stretch, it was because he was getting ready to roll, and I'm telling you guys, any day now he's gonna roll, and I really hope I can capture it, because how special would that be? Fun fact, this is actually one of Aiden's favorite meals, so this is a staple in our household because, of course, you gotta make the food your kids love. The water is nice and boiling. I did put a little bit of salt in the water as well. All right, we got lunch in progress right now. We got the pasta boiling and the sauce simmering away. You guys, the Mom Cozy bottle washer has been my lifeline this postpartum. It literally saves me so much time and so much water. Like, my bottles are ready so quick, and I use just a tank of water here versus when I would wash my bottles by hand, I probably used a lot more water than this. I just popped in a Mom Cozy detergent tablet, and I'm gonna add in my bottles, and I'm gonna show you how quick and easy it is to get your bottles washed and ready for use. I'm not gonna lie, this bottle washer is quite expensive, but I definitely think it's worth it. I used to spend hours with my first baby washing bottles in the morning, in the evening, and now I just get that time back, and I feel like that is so worth it. Even just for postpartum and your mental health, you can be using that time to rest and relax instead of standing by the sink and washing and sterilizing your bottles. You can fit so much in here. If you're a pumping mom, you can put your pump parts in here. I was pumping for the first few months with my second baby, so I would just throw in my pumps in here, and it was so quick and easy to get those washed and sanitized. You can put in pacifiers, small toys, anything, and it will honestly do the job. It's amazing. All right, just gonna add the water tank. I'm currently in my toddler's room. I'm in Aiden's room because I need to pack some stuff for him for his sleepover tonight at grandma's. I'm just gonna throw everything in a grocery bag because it's my mom's house and it's just easy access to grab whatever you need when it's in a bag like this and it's open. I'm gonna go in and put some diaper wipes. Diaper cream, of course, the brothers can just share this. I got size 6 diapers for Aiden. We are slowly working on getting him potty trained. My mom is first working with him in daycare, and then slowly we'll transition at home. All right, I have some clothes for Aiden here, and then we'll go to Asher's room and pick out some outfits for him. So I'm just gonna go in with 2 pairs of cotton pants for Aiden and some shorts in case he gets hot. Again, it's just a one-night stay, so I'm definitely overpacking, but with kids, you never know. They can have an accident, they can make a mess. All right, for tops, I'm taking 2 t-shirts. So we've got this one here, oops, and then we've got this cute one as well. I'm packing 2 long sleeves in case he feels cold. It's really hard to tell. I feel like the weather fluctuates, and then also in the house, if the AC is on high, you might feel cold, so I just like to have options for him. I'm just gonna pack 1 hoodie again if he's cold or if he needs something, if they go out, whatever it is, it's nice to have a hoodie. And of course, I'm packing him some cute PJs. Look how cute this is. This is from Old Navy, and Asher is actually gonna have the same PJs tonight. I got a lot of matching PJs for the brothers, and I'm just so obsessed. This is so cute. I almost forgot, Aiden does need a sleep sack, so I'll be packing him a little sleep sack as well. And lastly, for Aiden, I have a couple pairs of socks. I forgot we need to pack Aiden's toothbrush and toothpaste, and I'm just gonna throw in a comb so my mom can brush their hair after they take a bath, and just a bib because Aiden always spills water when he is brushing his teeth, so can't forget these. All right, we're in Asher's room, and I think I'm gonna apply kind of the same concept. I'm gonna pack a couple of long sleeves, a couple of short sleeves, pants, and PJs, and of course diapers. Oh, and can't forget a sleep sack. If you hear a toy in the background, we've got Asher in his crib just playing. He is going to get hungry very soon. It's almost time for him to eat. So I'm just gonna pack this short sleeve Nike shirt for him, just this cute bear shirt as well. I absolutely love this. It comes with matching pants and a cardigan. It's so cute. It's from Carter's. I love Carter's, you guys know this. I'm just gonna pack the matching pants. I don't think we need the cardigan. We got 2 long sleeves. I love the toy in the background, sorry guys. And then I'm gonna pack just 2 more cotton pants, and of course we have the matching bug PJs. Gonna pack a baby boy a sleep sack. This should be enough. I would usually have to pack their white noise machine, their baby monitors, and all that stuff, but luckily my mom has all that at home, so packing for her house is really simple. It's really just diaper stuff and clothes, and she's got everything else, so it's a blessing. Baby boy is getting hungry, so I gotta wrap this up. The last thing is just a blanket that I'm gonna throw in there if my mom feels like she needs it when feeding him or taking him out, whatever the case. It's always nice to have a blanket on hand. Oh, and then I'll also pack his food. So Aiden eats whatever, he's a toddler, he'll eat everything. But the baby is on formula, so I have to pack his formula, bottles, pacifiers. So we got a few more things, but we'll have to pause because baby's hungry, as you guys can hear. I realized the baby actually needs a few more things. We need to pack some bibs and burp cloths, socks. I am totally off my game. I think it's because I knew he was hungry and I was waiting for a cry that I wasn't thinking straight. So we're just gonna add a couple of bibs as well. towel and some burp cloths. I think 2 burp cloths and 2 bibs should be more than enough. I'm just gonna throw in 2 pairs of socks as well, just for ease of mind. And of course, diapers. We've got size 3 diapers here. It's time for mom to eat. I'm actually having my first meal of the day, and it's the spaghetti I made. I have a crispy Coke, and I'm so excited to have this paired with spaghetti. It's just so good. You guys, this is my first meal of the day. I didn't end up having breakfast just because that coffee was really heavy, especially with that cold foam on top and all that caramel drizzle. I got really full, so I ended up skipping breakfast. I'm still not really 100% into my weight loss journey yet. I think I'm just taking it slow. Right now, the goal is not to overeat, so I'm trying to eat in a maintenance, and I'm trying to finish eating by 6 p.m. every day. Today's gonna look a little different because we do have a wedding this evening, so I'll definitely be eating at the wedding. But slow and steady, I think I'm gonna start introducing a calorie deficit in the coming weeks. So good. This is such a good comfort meal. Fun fact, I actually always considered doing mukbangs. I absolutely love watching mukbangs, you guys. They're just so satisfying and so entertaining, and I'm a huge foodie, so like I already know I would have so much fun and my videos would be so fun. But I fear the concept of mukbangs and like eating large amounts of food, although I technically don't have to eat large amounts, but obviously there's an appeal to like a lot of food. I feel like that might trigger binge eating or trigger some unhealthy eating habits, because I do have to actively work on fighting unhealthy eating habits. So I just feel like for my mental health and for my just well-being, it's probably not a good idea to explore mukbangs as content. But I guess this is kind of a little mukbang in the vlog, so this will do. Maybe I'll just share meals that I eat and actually eat them with you guys on camera, and that could be my little mukbang moment. All right, let's get our makeup done for this wedding. Baby's napping. We have maybe a good 15 minutes to figure out a quick beat on the face, so let's get into it. I'm debating if I want to wear real gold bangles or if I want to wear imitation. I feel like I should wear the real gold because it's a wedding, and weddings are when you should wear your gold. I realized I didn't mention this is an Arab wedding. This isn't a Desi wedding, so my outfit might seem a little bit on the simpler side for a Desi wedding, but I think it's perfect for an Arab wedding. I'm gonna wear a bunch of gold rings. I'll just put them on and then I'll show you guys. Here are my rings on this hand and my rings on this hand. I have my dupatta here, which I will get my husband to pin for me. I'll go to a full-length mirror so you guys can see the full fit. All right, you guys, here is the fit. It's a 3-piece. You got the palazzo pants and the kameez and the dupatta, of course. I'm absolutely obsessed with this outfit, and I love how I found the perfect green hijab to match. I love the monochromatic look. I feel like it looks perfect. So yeah, this is the fit for the evening. I am so excited to have a baby-free night and have a nice date night with my husband. I'm gonna go ahead and close out the vlog here. I'll definitely capture moments from the wedding and share it in this vlog with you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up if you guys enjoyed it. Let me know in the comments down below if you guys are enjoying this type of content. I'm having so much fun getting back into it, being creative and vlogging and connecting with you guys. Please don't forget to give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe to my channel and hit that notification bell so you never miss an upload. And you guys, that is pretty much it. I want to thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you guys in my next one. Bye guys.